What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another week of Funemployment. This next week is the week before Thanksgiving and also Black Friday and all of these like outrageous sales. And there's this really cool convertible blazer. I'll show you. So basically, you can have it cropped, or this also comes. Oh, this is regular. This comes off this. You know me, you know I love like functionality, and it's so cool, but I don't have $50 to spend on a thing I don't really need right now. I want it, I definitely don't need it. And it's on sale, which is kind of a wild sale. Like, it's supposed to be $200, which blazers and stuff, they're so expensive, but it's $50. I'm pretty sure this is marked wrong, because it says it's supposed to be 50% off, and that's like a lot more than 50% off. That's like 75% off. I don't know, but I gotta make the decision of like not doing it because I just don't have the income, and it doesn't make sense for me to buy something I don't need, something I want, even if it is on sale. So, welcome back to Funemployment, where we make fun decisions like this. Okay, so if I'm being honest, I'm still considering the jacket, but I'm also watching this movie documentary on Netflix called Buy Now Conspiracy. It's talking about all of the things that make us spend and spend and spend and spend. Also, if you can't tell, I'm really sick. Today's probably like the worst symptoms. We're just like really congested, ears are wild, keep sneezing, nose feels like a faucet. Oh.
Your presentation will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, this movie is already giving me some ideas of what I could do. Before I saw this ad for this blazer, I wasn't even thinking about a blazer. And it would be really cool to have a convertible crop blazer. It is a great deal. But I have a perfect green blazer that I bought in the Philippines. And I'm going to the Philippines later on in a couple months. Like, I could get another one for even cheaper. Like, I could get a full suit for less than $40. If I so wanted. I have been thinking about like a black with white plaid suit, but I'm gonna take this blazer off my screen because I literally was told I needed this, and it's really cool functionality, which is a big hit for me. I like things to be multi-purpose, and I don't need it. I'm gonna take this off right now. Trash. Boom. Let me close that. But yeah, this movie is also already really interesting, and it maybe come up with an idea of like, how can we maybe visualize waste by area? So that data's got to exist somewhere, and I'm sure I could ask somebody to help figure that out and visualize it. Ideas. Let's keep watching this.
T-shirt. No one needs a new pair of shoes. There's so many out there, and most of us have more than enough. What you need is a compelling reason to buy that product.
I'm changing another thing that I was already doing, but on my monthly budget, I put up in the next month what I want to buy that next month, and I have a couple of things that I wanted to buy in December. It's November right now, and I actually already took them off, which is great. I think I put them in my January 2025 list. Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna take them off that list because one of them is a pair of shoes. This would have been easier if I just said that at the beginning, but I have a pair of shoes that I want to buy, and I can wait. I can wait for that until I actually run through my running shoes. I probably have another year wearing them anyway. So, taking off my budget right here, running shoes. Boom, boom. And adding it to my list of stuff I want, which is on Trello. Okay, so I know AI is getting a bad rap for just generating images that are misleading, taking art from other people, but this documentary just did something really interesting. Check it out.
Amazing. Visualize 12 tons of plastic produced each second.
It's actually super fascinating to use AI to visualize actual data. watching this movie is making me as uncomfortable as going to the mall usually makes me, which is just an oversaturation and exposure to a bunch of stuff that I don't really need and ideologies that are very contrary to my own. Like, for example, my phone that I use to record all of my videos is a Galaxy S10, and Galaxy, that S series and Samsung series is at like S22 now. And I just don't feel like I need to upgrade every single year because that's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do with your phone. But my phone still works. Granted, the battery doesn't hold a great charge, but it still works. The screen is good because I got like a really good case for it. That's probably like the best investment you can make in your phone's longevity is a good case. Yeah, I just see my friends always like upgrading their phones, and I'm just like, you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. So yeah, just an interesting thing. I'm like just watching how companies like Apple and Android basically just tells you that you need to upgrade because they made a new thing for you. It's like convincing the people that already have this thing, everyone already has a phone, and how to upgrade them so that they can keep your loyalty.
Remember, releasing a continual stream of new products will encourage consumers to discard old ones. This is fundamental to growth.
Alright, finished that movie. Don't know what else I'm gonna do the rest of the day, but kinda just wanna watch movies in my room and do nothing. So I might do that. So for the last 3 days, I've been right there on my bed watching this show called Greenleaf on Netflix. It's about a black family in the South with ties to a church that they own and run. And it's just fascinating, just like, you know, the Southern culture of like mega churches and the wealth that flows in, family drama. It's just kind of been nice to watch something that is completely out of like my own periphery, like the black experience, the church experience, all of these family drama things that I don't really have to deal with because my family is mostly in the Philippines. And so, you know, there's some like niceness to that. Like obviously I miss not being able to go over to my cousin's house or sleep over like with my brother next door. You also get to avoid a lot of the drama and a lot of the random conversations you would have if you had family nearby. I still sound terrible probably, but I wanted to film this because I finally feel at least okay enough, cogent enough to form sentences and words again. I haven't spoken to anybody except for my parents. I've been sick the last few days, but I just feel really grateful that I have a roof over my head. I haven't been sick since like April, so for me, like healthy for that long is a big accomplishment. When I used to drink alcohol, I used to get sick like every month, sometimes multiple times, because I was like out a lot, late nights, drinking, you know, out with a lot of people. Sleep was terrible. So all in all, not too terrible. Also, something I really appreciated was just I didn't get tired of my room. Like, I'm tired of being in my room the whole time, but my room is like comfortable enough. It has enough stuff for me to look at. It just like feels like me. And I think that's what I really appreciate, is that I know myself well enough to create a space that is comfortable for me. I'm just glad for that. I'm probably just gonna continue watching Greenleaf, and tomorrow I'll actually like get back into some creative work. I'll give you an update of what it's been like living with my parents for the last 8 months. I think that's what I'll focus on the rest of this video, but it's probably enough talking for me. See you tomorrow. Right, if you've never been in Los Angeles and had to drive around, you know that LA is very, very big and also really densely populated. So something I used to do when I was in high school was go to the Getty Museum, and I just decided I'm gonna go there today because I'm feeling a lot better. I sound terrible, but I'm like the least contagious I have been all week. Fun fact, the stages before you even start symptoms, that is when you are most contagious. Everything else is kind of extra. So I'll be wearing a mask, I'll be safe, tissue roll with me, but I need some time for myself, so I'm gonna go to the beach. Also, go to the museum. I'm gonna take a little watching so much Greenleaf. I'm on season 3 now. Each episode's like an hour long, but all I've done is be at home the last few days, so a lot of watch time. So I'm gonna take a break from Greenleaf and go outside and get some like vitamin D and much nature and stuff. It's my laundry bag. I am also gonna take my stuff because I plan to do some editing at least, and maybe some script writing. I'm also gonna take a little bag so that when I'm at the Getty, I don't have to take my backpack and just take my book in here. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, all set. Let's go. So this was a solo excursion, but my mom saw me coming out and she's like, "Can I come?" So she's coming too. I didn't have it in me to say no, even though it would have been nice to have this time for myself. Since I was sick the last few days, I also haven't been able to take her anywhere like I usually do. I guess I'll take her. Alright, I've found a spot, Santa Monica. Also realized, like, I'm not in a condition to be inside of a museum, so we drove all this way to not go to the museum after. That's okay, but I'm gonna be responsible and not be in any closed space and still be, like, kind of sneezy and stuff. But I am gonna edit for a little bit, so a hot minute. Sent my mom away. She was like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Nowhere. I drove here so that I could edit." She was like, "Okay, what am I gonna do?" I'm like, "You can go walk." She decided to jump on last minute, so I'm like, I'm not changing my plans because you're here. I still gotta edit for a hot second before I walk. Here's the setup. That's it. Alright, I'm back home, but because my mom went with me, don't get me wrong, I love that she came with me. It was cute, very wholesome, a lot of walking together. I still want some time to myself. So I'm gonna do some work and then I'm gonna go to Knott's Berry Farm where I have a season pass and I also have a dining plan there. I mentioned that in one of my previous one of these, but Knott's Berry Farm is a local theme park. It's only 11 minutes away from my house. I have a meal plan which allows me 2 meals per day as long as they're spaced out every 4 hours. So I'm gonna get at least 1 meal, and they just shifted all of their decoration from Spooky Farm to Merry Farm. So I'm excited for that. Alright, that lighting's a lot less harsh. So let me tell you about my day so far. So today I went to Santa Monica with my mom and it was beautiful. You know, I wanted the beach vibes. And the reason I even chose Santa Monica is because I wanted to go to the Getty Museum. It's just west of me, so it just made sense to go there and then go up for the Getty. And then while I was driving, I was like, oh man, I'm still like not feeling great. Like, I'm sure I'm not that contagious, but I shouldn't be in an enclosed space with people. Like, being outside at like a beach boardwalk, very different from like being inside of a museum with multiple small rooms. But I was like, man, I shouldn't have gone to Santa Monica. I should have like thought about that more. But I only realized how uncomfortable my body was while I was driving. And, you know, I haven't been like driving much in the last 4 days. I've been in my house. So yeah, we drove an hour out and then drove an hour back. We were there for a while. Like, it's 5:30 now, so definitely worth it. It's just, there's a beach boardwalk I could have gone to that was only 20 minutes from my house instead of an hour one way from my house. That's the thing about LA. It's very, very big, and once you get past a certain mileage, like, the traffic just, it gets exacerbated. Ugh. Next time I'll just know better. I can go to a closer beach. I also just like going places where I know there's just more people. I like really enjoy people watching. So that's why I even wanted to go to Santa Monica. But once I realized I wasn't in a fit situation to go to like the Getty, it just didn't make sense. I was already there. I wasn't gonna turn around and then just drive an hour after like getting there for an hour. LA math is hard. So what my mom and I basically did was just walk around, and then we ate pizza. So for those that don't know, I was born in Italy, and so I have like, I'm kind of bougie when it comes to pizza, because it was like one of those places that doesn't have carbs. Like they didn't have like flour and yeast and stuff. It was a cauliflower pizza. And then I was telling my mom, I was like, I mean, this will work, but it's not pizza. And I was telling her in Italian, I was like, non è pizza. It's like, it's not pizza. You can't call this pizza. It's a cauliflower crust with cheese on it and pesto, but it's not pizza. It was just so wrong. It was also just really oily because of the pesto and the cheese. And I think like when you have real pizza, the bread soaks it up better. Anyway, it's getting way too much into my opinion, but it was a great option for people who who can't do gluten and stuff. I respect that. I get it. But not for me. There's other places that do it better, in my opinion. And then what else would we do? We just like walked around, enjoyed all of the art, like people watching, just entertaining. Also, for the first time ever, I saw like South Asian, I'm pretty sure they were Indian, buskers. So like buskers are street performers, and usually they just see like white people or like black folks doing some kind of like acrobatic hip hop mix. And yeah, it was my first time like seeing South Asian people like busking in their language. It was kind of cool. I was like, oh, interesting. Like I've never seen that before. It was like a one of one experience. And then we drove back, and it took an hour, and I was like, ah, not into it. I'm gonna do a couple more things because I have some time before I want to go to Knott's. I also want to set myself up for tomorrow. So I work tomorrow. And then I have a podcast recording. So I'm going to set up a little bit for my podcast recording, do some more editing before I go to Knott's. Charger. Alright, so there's a video I'm working on right now, and I just basically want to get that to a good spot where all I have to do is add extra assets that I might have forgotten. That one's for my main channel, the Venn diagram, that's this one. 3 other videos for this vlog right here. Like, you're not gonna see this video for a while, and I'm recording it in late November. Alright, I just finished a first pass through of one of my main channel videos. I'm really happy with this because I filmed it in my car. It's not the greatest setup, but it works, and I'm kind of just still allowing myself to experiment on like where to record, because as long as you have a good mic and like good lighting, that's all that really matters. I'm gonna save the rest of this for tomorrow, where I have to like gather all of the assets, like doing that all in one go, and then when I enter into the video, like the editing is just that much more streamlined. So basically it took me an hour to get through my first pass, and then it'll take me another hour to get those assets and then add the music, and then I'll be done. So still like really great time. Like when I was first making videos at the beginning of this year, like for my main channel, it was taking me like 15 hours to edit because I was just taking forever. Record stuff, and then I have to gather everything while I'm like editing, and I really like having separated folders for everything, and I actually didn't do that for this one in terms of having the assets before I edited. Usually I have all of that stuff gathered before I start editing, because then that just makes it a lot easier when I am editing. It cuts it down from like 15 hours to like 2 to 3. I am gonna do that for my next one. So I'm gonna close that out, and then I'm gonna start another video to edit. I might do top 3 books. Something I like to do when I'm working on Something I like to do when I'm working on a project is give myself a timeline. So right now, probably get lost in this and take like an hour. But because I think it's gonna be a shorter video, the next one that I'm editing, I'm gonna give myself a 30-minute timer. We'll see where I'm at in 30 minutes. Also, sometimes you're like, wait, I swear I had this video somewhere. And I just realized there's a video that I did in my main channel, which is this one, 6 books that I recommend for everybody in your life. So that was a good one if you need a book recommendation for a little bit different for everybody, you know? But I had filmed an intro for that, and I was like, where is this intro? And I lost it because I put it in the folder of another video. So I found it right now in the video that I'm editing. I'm like, 6 books. This one's only got 3. Why do I have 6? And I was like, oh yeah. Sometimes you just lose your videos and you have just misplaced parts of your brain. And it'd be like that sometimes. Alright, I'm out of time on my 30-minute timer, but I want to finish because I have like one more part of the video that I need to do, so not bad because I'm at a 7-minute mark in my editing of like, I don't know, probably 30 minutes of footage, so I'd say that's pretty good. I think a little under 45 minutes. That's probably the fastest I've gone through my first pass through of a video. So that was exciting. And that is gonna come out to a shorter video. It's like less than 10 minutes, but I'm still really proud of that. Like, that is progress, yo. Like I said just earlier, I was taking like 15 hours to get through one video, like start to finish. And that's first pass through, which is probably the most intensive in terms of editing. The rest of it is kind of just like adding bits and pieces. I feel pretty good having finished 2 videos in their first pass through today. Basically like less than 2 hours of work. I'm proud of that. I'm gonna go to Knott's Berry Farm as a little treat to myself. Oh, so then I also do have a podcast recording that I'm going to do basically right after work tomorrow. So I have like work from 10 to 3 and then I have a podcast at 4. So I give myself a little time here. I just set up like my mic, cord, and then the stand that I use. So that's all ready. And then I'm charging my headphones, which I use while I am recording. So I'm all set for that. Some of the people that haven't seen the rest of my series, and also no one's really watching these videos since I just started this channel, but that's fine. I am currently not full-time employed, but I can't say I'm completely unemployed anymore. I am just part-time employed. I work at Lush, which is a seasonal job at the mall, and I have some like other side projects that I'm working on. I have like some contract-y gigs right now. But earlier this year, when I moved back to Los Angeles, I bought a season pass to Knott's Berry Farm, which, you know, grants me access to this theme park. And basically just, it's a place for me to walk and like hang out at and not really be willed to spend a lot of money. When I was thinking about renewing it for the next year in 2025, I saw that there's like multiple Knott's Berry Farm Facebook groups. I saw it on the Facebook group pages. People got the meal plan, and with the meal plan, it's another $150. It's $100 for the pass and $150 for the meal plan. So it's $250 for the year. The meal plan allows you 2 meals per day, but I want to go to see all of the Christmas holiday things. And I basically just have, like, if I wanted to, I could go there every day and get fed 2 meals and not have to really spend money on anything. I should probably be going there more because every time I go, I also like make myself go to the library before and after. And then it puts me in a really good geographic location to pick my mom up from work. So that's why I'm going to Knott's. And, you know, sometimes I go there and I just read and I like people watch at one of the benches. And then tonight I'm going because I want to go see all of their Christmassy stuff and just like get into that season because, you know, in Southern California, the weather doesn't really change past like maybe a couple degrees cold enough to wear a jacket. There's no natural changes. It's like gets a little rainier, but not much. And then it's not like it snows or stops being sunny for extended periods of time here. So if you are located near a theme park, look into their season pass and look into their dining plan because it could be worth it for you if it's close enough. So if you don't have to spend that much gas, you can make things around it and incentives. For me, it's like libraries and picking up my mom after work can work out really well. So just think on that. All right, so I'll see you at Knott's because I've just been babbling about this freaking season pass meal plan now. All right, I'm parked and I am walking to Knott's. I'm catching one of the shows, and I'm really excited because I haven't actually been inside one of these theaters before.
The night before Christmas, and all through the town, not a beagle was stirring, not one peep or a sound. Good grief.
Alright, I am done with knots for today. I secured a plate from my meal plan, which I am going to eat for lunch at work tomorrow. And I also secured an ornament. So this ornament is given for free to season pass holders, and all you had to do was like register. They had like time entries for these things, and some people didn't get them, and some people got mad. But they're really cute. Pretty cute. And I also realized that by the time this video comes out, it's gonna be Christmas. Something I'm thinking about right now that as I'm coming to the end of the year is that the holidays always make me think of what I have and what I want and what I need. And, you know, I might not have a full-time job right now, but I have a job and I have a couple side hustle things. So there's a level of income, and I do have that, even if I don't have a career in place like I have had for the last 7 years since I graduated undergrad. And even if I don't have that, I still have a place to live, weight off my shoulders to not have to worry about that finance. At the same time, it's a cushion, you know, like it's a privilege, but it's also like a little dangerous because it can make you really stagnant to have that cushion. But I'm still grateful nonetheless. Currently, my partner and I are not living together because I didn't want to pay LA rent and I didn't know how long we would be here. So it's been hard, like not seeing him every day. But, you know, we still have like such a great partnership and this profound commitment to each other. And so I'm grateful for that. And living apart has also just made us so much more appreciative of each other and respectful of where each other is at in life. To be able to be loved by anybody is tremendous. And to have his love, my parents' support, like the amount of friends that I have that I call like family and like my chosen family. And chosen family being that they're the family that I happened into, not my blood family that I didn't grow up with and alongside. They're the chosen family that understand me fully, that know everything that I stand for and are in alignment with those values. Grateful for all of those. So there's a lot I don't have that I still want in life, like the stability of a full-time career, a sense of purpose that is, you know, motivated by my passions. But I have so much, like my soul is so filled. I'm not doing a job I hate right now, and I'm grateful for that. In this next year, in 2025, my theme for the year is called Rising to the Occasion. My 2024 theme was Strive for It, which was really like a throw spaghetti at the wall thing. And rising to the occasion is more of a theme of like really meeting myself where I am truly capable of becoming and rising to whatever occasion comes my way. And I think one thing will definitely come my way next year. I don't know what it is quite yet. I can sense it, I can feel it. And in this particular moment and season of life, I am just being guided to appreciate what I have even if it's not exactly all that I want and need in life. But really, I have most of what I need. I have an incredible community. I have interests that I'm harnessing into hopefully a full-time thing in the future. I have so many loved ones. I have an incredible partner in life, and I'm having a lot of fun making all of this content. So I hope that whatever you choose to do in the next year, you rise to the occasion, because you are capable, you are worthy, and much more so than you realize and give yourself credit for.